Good evening and welcome to the Zoning Commission regular meeting held on March 27th, 2025 at 7 p.m. in Town Hall Room 133. If you all rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. I'll have the members of the commission introduce themselves, starting from my left.
Phoebe Holmes, alternate.
Gwen Arment, member.
Kurt Timmerman, chairman.
Matt Grimes, secretary.
Sean Turner, member.
And Phoebe's vote.
And tonight we'll have Phoebe as a voting member. All right, so zoning officer's report.
Sure. Not much has really changed on it. A few actions that are still pending. But 47 High Ridge, obviously, the court date is 7/17/25. So there's nothing happening at this time.
Yep.
I did get a new one in 330 Candlewood Lake Road, Lakeville Towing. Outdoor lighting, they changed their exterior lighting. Neighbors complaining, it's in his bedroom window. I did speak to the owner of the property, Stephen, who told me he was gonna get his electrician back out there to just shield them all. But in the meantime, I just followed up with a notice of violation also after I spoke to him, just to keep it on the record and document it, so.
Okay.
He told me he was gonna take care of it ASAP, but I just gave him 10 days to comply, like I try to give everybody, so. 65 Val Road is APBM LLC. That is where, there's the cabinet place there, laminates.
Oh,
Yep, now there's a fence company in there, so they are in there without a
says-
certificate of zoning compliance.
oh.
I've seen
yeah.
that the truck that caused the cars to back up.
Yes, yeah, it's there's a traffic problem. I received a complaint on it, so I did send a notice of violation, and they also have a second roadside sign out there.
Oh.
One advertising the sign company, or
Yep.
the fence company, and one for Danbury Laminates. So I sent a notice of violation, so.
All right, I'm gonna move to elevate that to cease and desist of no compliance by 4/7/25.
Yeah, anybody have a second on that?
4/7?
Yeah, April 7th.
April 7th, sorry.
He wants to make.
Okay, oh, I
I
see.
wanna move it to cease and desist. It's right now, it's a notice of violation, if they don't do something.
Okay, I'll second.
All right, any discussion on that motion? Seems reasonable. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay, unanimous.
31
Yeah, and you'll ask them to come in for a particular zoning.
Building permits, yeah, they need to apply for a building permit, yes. When they do the building permit, they'll do the building permit. So 31 Green Knoll Drive, that's still in.
All right, just to give you an update on that, you know, the results came back not good. We hired our own environmental engineer to analyze the results, and then because, you know, they weren't good, the attorney had to write a brief and submit it, and now we have to wait for the response from the 31 Green Knoll Drive's attorney. So that's the next step of the process. So it's in the
Thanks for the
courts right now.
update.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that Marcus? Is he?
Yes, Neil Marcus.
Attorney Marcus, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, moving down 77 Val Road, that's the storage tank, as you can see, I have the pictures there. That's all enclosed now,
Right.
double steel tank. Everything looks good out there, so.
Can we take it off, you guys?
Yes. Yep. 28 Indian Trail, that's set for the ZBA, April 7th.
And we did push that to citation. if
You
there's
did,
no
you did,
change,
yeah, that was pending, yep, after that. 89 Wiskineer Road, Tom Beecher filed a judgment lien with the town clerk's office. She also did send a packet to everybody. It was addressed to the zoning commission. I think Amy sent it out to everybody.
Yeah.
And it's in your packet there too. It's just, she originally tried to apply for a certificate of zoning compliance, or a customary home occupation, let me rephrase that.
Yes.
To occupy the space as a contractor's yard, and I would not issue it because she was not gonna remove the equipment, which has led to the whole lawsuit and everything else. So
Yeah.
I don't know what she's trying to obtain now, but.
I'll reference that after you get done with your report.
Yep.
It's in our packet. Where is it?
58.
it was a letter that came after.
It's this, I think. to whom it-
Yes,
I
that
think it's
long.
Okay.
This
Yeah.
huge.
Okay,
this
yeah,
one.
you got it. All right.
58 Old Grays Bridge Road. I did speak with Attorney Slater last week. I had to send him some more updated documents for that property, but that is still pending with him. I am in contact with him on a weekly basis, so that's still moving forward.
And the goal is to get him into compliance and get him to pay whatever fees he's
Who
supposed to pay.
finds it, yeah, because right now he's running 2 businesses out of there. Lesser Evil Popcorn is
Yep.
hauling out of there, and he's got his own cabinet business or
Oh,
whatever, sinks and
alright.
stuff.
So
Yeah.
what is compliance?
The compliance is he's got to, there was a number of like building things, electrical and fire and
Violations?
stuff like.
Water, sprinkler for building and stuff, and I mean, the site's not even completed and he's already operating out of it.
Yeah.
In other words, the property was a mess.
He didn't
Well,
have a
no,
CO
I saw
yet.
that. Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah.
But that one is still progressing. And then 35 Hiddenbrook Drive, there was no response to the letter from Tom Beecher. The owner never responded, so I told Tom, and it's been deferred to him for further action, so.
Did we make a motion to authorize Tom to initiate litigation on that
You
one?
did.
I
Yeah.
thought we did, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Fran.
The review correspondence, the first one is an application for a text amendment from Newtown. Whenever a bordering town makes a change or is gonna make a change to their regs, we get notified. And the same happens when we do it, so they get notified. The letter, which I'm not gonna read in, but I'll acknowledge that for the record, we received a letter from Green Carpet Lawns LLC, 89 Wiskner Road, Brookfield, Connecticut, 06804. Member Helene Goen, and that was dated March 20th, 2025. But as Fran alluded to, this was for a customary home conversion or occupation. And they were cited basically for, you can't have that, you have contractors' equipment in the residential zone, and it went through the whole process and they lost.
It's not like they were just having the office in the home or anything.
Well, exactly, that's, a customary home occupation, that's our section 3.12. There's a number of requirements. One to maintain a residential appearance. All operations are be within the dwelling or residence, and normally such an operation is office work associated with a business. Sometimes it's a salon or something
Or
like that.
accounting office or something
Yeah,
like that,
exactly.
yeah.
No unsightly conditions, and no exterior storage of contractor material or equipment permitted, which they have. And the other thing to note, because if you read through the letter, town regulations can be stricter than state regs unless they, prohibit that, but in this case, they don't. They were
But this-
referencing old regs on here, thinking that they had some sort of grandfathering, but they never put in for this before that. And the one thing they did look at, and this is the old regs, which you might not have a copy of, there was a section 242-401A4 about landscaping equipment, and they're misreading the reg there. We're an agricultural town, or that's our history. And so we allow farms and the appropriate equipment for a farm to be on the farm. And the landscaping stuff was about that, and landscaping equipment for use on that property, not for someone else's property. So that's a misread of our old regs, and besides, they don't apply in this case. So, just something for informational purposes. All right, so.
But if they were in the agricultural zone or whatever, then it probably.
If they were doing some sort of farm, agricultural sort of
And
operation
it's
there,
clear that it's not.
and the equipment was for that purpose, yeah, sure, but
And
it's
if they
not,
were-
they don't even have enough land for
And if they
that
were just
anyway.
having the office for the landscaping company in the house
Oh,
and not
that's
the
fine.
trucks, yeah.
Yes, that's fine. Yeah, exactly. So, all right. Any questions about that?
How big is the property? I can't remember.
Oh, is it just an acre?
Yeah, maybe right on an acre possibly, or maybe just a little bit under, there's some wetlands in the back.
Oh, all right.
What is it, like
It's
8
probably an
chickens per
R40.
acre or something?
Hmm?
8 chickens per acre.
Oh.
You can
It
have
might
a
only be
chicken farm.
6.
You know,
Yeah, you could do something, but
You
you
know-
wouldn't need to mow it.
ordinarily,
Pasture raised.
I would hesitate, though, in the future, just as a matter of protocol, to discuss something like this as a commission when the town attorney's involved already with
Oh,
this
so
property?
this done?
Oh, it is?
Oh, this is done. They
We got the
lost-
judgment lien,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, exactly. I think that's what probably kicked it off.
Okay, is it
Yeah.
appropriate for Fran to respond to this, or should we have Tom respond to
Oh,
this?
well, Fran already turned down the request to do that.
Obviously, but, yeah.
So,
I'll
I
send
don't,
it to
I don't,
Tom tomorrow, just to see if he wants to do a response to it.
Yeah.
I can do that.
I'm just, as a courtesy, we looked at it, we reviewed it.
That's all. Yeah, it was addressed to the zoning commission anyway, so, yeah, when the envelope came in.
Oh, but is this an active application now?
No.
Because,
No.
no, okay, good.
Yeah.
It was never issued, because the intent wasn't for that. The intent was to use it as a contractor's yard.
This has been ongoing for a long time.
Oh, well, it actually is over.
4 years,
but-
yeah.
I mean, can we want to remove it from the, from the
Yeah.
enforcement?
Yeah, because, you know,
Yeah, because
judges
we
will.
have the judgment lien, yeah.
Yeah, let's remove that from the enforcement report.
And the property's not gonna be able to be sold unless that's satisfied.
Right.
Uh,
All right.
Motion to approve the regular meeting minutes from March 13th, 2025, as submitted.
All right, do I have a second for that?
It would
Thank
have to-
you.
It would have to be
Gwen?
Phoebe. It would have to be
Gwen,
Phoebe.
it's okay.
Oh.
Yeah, it's fine.
You were here,
You-
Oh, you weren't? Oh, that's.
but I looked at it, but.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. All right, thank you, Phoebe. And any amendments, corrections? I didn't really, see it wasn't that long anyway.
Mm-mm. 5 minutes in and out.
All right, no? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Unanimous.
Motion to set a public hearing for 474 Candlewood Lake Road, that's application Z-25-14, and that is an application for a demolition of 2 existing buildings and construction of a new 8,609 square foot building, associated paving and drainage improvements for Thursday, April 10th, 2025.
All right, thank you,
Second.
Matt. Thank you, Joe. Any discussion on setting them for April 10th? Nope. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, so yes, unanimous.
And I'll motion to continue the discussion on Bill 6542 till
Okay.
April 10th.
All right, do I have a second for that? Thank you, Matt. Oh, thank you, Sean. Any discussion? So, okay, all in favor? Aye?
Aye.
All right, that's unanimous. All right, and you're trying to make a record today?
Maybe, but I do want to, I do, no, I do want to be repetitive. I know we're still 4 weeks out.
Yeah.
But the POCD meeting on April 22nd, you know, we got to keep talking about
Yep.
this. We have to make sure people know about it. I hear people say all the time because it's in a Facebook feed or something, I never saw that survey. I didn't fill out that survey. I didn't get the chance. Well, it wasn't your only opportunity to participate. Come to the high school, the 22nd of April, Tuesday night, 7 o'clock. There'll be refreshments. That's your night to be heard. That's your next opportunity to be
Yeah,
heard.
in the cafeteria.
In the cafeteria, and I really would love to see Brookfield High School filled that night.
Yeah.
With people giving us their ideas.
So how do we
about
get
what they
that out
see.
there?
Well,
That's what we're discussing, the signs, so I'm gonna
The
forward.
signs, yes.
I'm gonna forward
What
that
else?
to
There's
Scott
Land-
Dale.
signs?
the
What?
land,
Oh, that's
We're
great,
gonna get-
lawn signs?
like we did for the early voting, yep.
That's a great idea.
We have money for it, so I'm gonna forward it to Scott Dale, and he'll
I
have
would
his
take one.
consultants work
area.
up something. Yeah.
I've got.
Well, we're gonna put them in all the places that we put them for the early voting.
How many did you get last?
Like, I wanna say like 20, 30 maybe, because
That's it.
it was on all the town properties and then the businesses that would take them.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
So like Pulcinella took one, John's Best took one, Raymore and Flanagan took one. So, I'd buy more. I mean, it's a good investment, and I know the land use office, I think Laura's not here tonight, but they're gonna send out press release and everything. If
Yes.
you've got it on Facebook, there's gonna be a link to it, I think. There is a link to it, if not, on the town website.
The
Share-
patch, what about the patch?
The patch too.
Who can put it on that?
I think they're sending a press release to the patch, the News
Yeah,
Times.
the land
WAD.
use
What's
Okay,
the
great.
order of events and how can the public contribute? Like, is there like an opportunity to speak, or are they
I
contributing the
think
whole
there's-
time?
there's
in
gonna be a
working
r-
I
there's
groups,
think
gonna
or
there's a
be-
presentation that goes for like 15, 20 minutes at
Okay.
the beginning,
By whom?
by the
Consultant.
consultant.
Okay.
And then I think the floor is kind of open to questions about the presentation as well as input.
We're gonna have about 8 to 10 tables, so people can go and talk about, all the tables will discuss any aspect, there's like 8 chapters. But some people will have specialization, like infrastructure, someone's gonna be at one of the tables, housing, different ones, so they'll be notified if you have a particular question, but all things can be discussed in these round tables. And then at the end, one representative, it could be one of the town people or the consultants, or it could be someone that they vote for, who, from the public there, to go up and talk about what they discussed and decided.
Good.
you know, what
Well,
the
it is a
important
public
things-
hearing.
Oh,
Yeah, well, that's a public workshop, that one.
Oh,
So
But
how long do
same-
we
same
think that's gonna
idea.
be, about
It's
2 hours?
7 to
hours.
9.
Yeah.
7 to
Do
9.
we have refreshments or anything?
They are,
Yes.
they are, there'll be
People in there?
refreshments, you gotta
That's
feed them
good.
if
We
they're
got a
coming.
budget.
dinner.
Dinner?
Yeah.
What time is it again?
7 to 9
No.
on
7 to 9?
Tuesday, the
22nd.
22nd.
Yeah, Earth Day.
And I'll talk about this again on April 10th.
So are
I'm
you
sure.
spearheading it, Matt? Like who's?
No, it's the
Like,
planning, it's the
It's
planning.
mostly the
Scottsdale.
planning, okay, it's mostly
Yes.
Scott.
All-
But the zoning commission, right before you came back, we were active in pushing that survey out there so that people would fill it out and everything. And
Yeah.
it took 5 minutes, and 674
I took it.
responses is a lot better than we ever had before.
Took it, yeah, it was a good survey.
I emailed everybody. I
Yeah.
knew.
They were happy with the response.
So there'll probably be something you can email and text around too about this as well, but
Good.
I really would love to see a good turnout on April 22nd.
Actually, up on the brookfieldpocd.org website, is it .org or .com? .com. There is all the documentation, including the schedule,
Oh, good, the
Yeah.
schedule's there too, so
with
we can share that around.
milestones and, yeah.
Okay. I've been telling my groups, so I've been spreading the word too. I didn't know all of that. It's good to know all
Yeah.
those extra
So
items.
all the documents, in
About
fact,
it.
there's, all the chapters that are draft right now, they want people to look at them, the public, ahead of time, and then comment. You know, they like it, they don't like it, this is wrong, or this is right, or what, you know, and what about this emphasis, what's missing? So all those chapters are up there because they want the public to have read them already as much as they can, so when they come to the public workshop, they have questions and they are familiar with the information.
I'm planning on going. Are all of you guys?
Absolutely,
Okay,
yeah, I wouldn't
great.
miss it.
All the, this core committee, which is like, the planning commission plus, Jim Fisher from the economic,
You,
me and,
Sharon Fox?
Tony Capiello from
From
conservation.
conservation.
Cause plan of conservation and
That's right.
development with zoning.
That's right.
Yep.
It's gonna be a good night.
I hope so. I mean, I'd love to see Brookfield High School filled. Yep.
Yeah, it will be good. Any other, commissioner comments? or
Now you can
anything?
set your record.
Yeah. All right, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
I moved to adjourn.
Thank you, Gwen. A second?
Second.
Thank you, Phoebe. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right. We're done at